Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in. Bringing you guys a brand new live stream. This is going to be a post-game Q&A. Of course, the Knicks did go on to lose to the Miami Heat 109 to 103. Definitely, you could say in heartbreaking fashion when you take a look at the circumstances and what was going on with this game. Miami Heat, of course, were missing a big-time piece of Goran Dragic, who runs the offense very well. He can space the floor from the outside. And I think he's a very underrated aspect of that team. Goran Dragic for the Miami Heat, but they managed to come out with it. Bam Adebayo stepped up big. We kept Jimmy Butler in check in that first half of the basketball game. Pretty much everyone, but Jimmy Butler came back to life. I'm proud of the way the Knicks fought, but at the end of the day, Julius Randle could only do so much. He pretty much put that team on his back. And I know this isn't like basketball related, but the Buccaneers, just like Tom Brady, just won his seventh Super Bowl. That's like freaking insane. In my opinion, it just like wasn't even close. Like, I'm not making an excuse for Mahomes, but Mahomes' offensive line was just absolutely awful. And his receivers definitely weren't giving him any chances. But Tom Brady wins another ring, proving people wrong, even at like 44 years old. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing well. We have Knicks for life, first one in the chat. Thanks so much for being here, man. Bucks win. Yup, they did. Karam's in the house. Edward, Leo's in the house. Yo, you're up at 3 a.m. for the 3 a.m. for the Super Bowl. That's serious dedication. That's awesome, dude. Um, yeah, I heard there's a rumor out there. All you guys, of course, that hate Alfred Payne like me, that there is a team that's interested in trading for Alfred Payne. Um, yeah, man, you deserve sleep. You definitely deserve sleep, dude. Yeah, if we go on to get a Derrick Rose, I actually thought of it like in a more optimistic way. Like, I actually wouldn't mind if Derrick Rose starts because he's better than Alfred Payton. And Derrick Rose is going to be a free agent. No way he wants to come back to New York. He'll probably want to go to a championship contender. And the way Tom Thibodeau's philosophy is, he doesn't like starting rookies. Like, yes, we think it's affecting IQ. It definitely is his rookie year. But maybe Thibodeau's just trying to really figure out quickly what he's good at, what he's bad at. So then he's so prepared for next season because there's going to be no Derrick Rose. There's going to be no Alfred Payne. Those guys are going to be free agents. So then there's more of an opportunity for Emmanuel quickly. But especially when you take a look at the team right now, the present of Alfred Payne, Derrick Rose, and quickly, he's already not getting many minutes. But like Tom Thibodeau is this traditionalist. So he may not look at quickly as a true point guard, which is stupid. There's no such thing as a true point guard in today's NBA anymore. Maybe take a look at a Chris Paul. But we'll see what goes on to happen. I'm just going to say we have to trust our organization. Yo, man, you deserve some sleep, dude. You really do. What's the breaking news, dude? Hopefully you're not like clickbaiting me here. Yeah, maybe snatch. I'll take even a second rounder for him. But good news in the Derrick Rose trade. Of course, you traded away Dennis Smith Jr. And also, when we traded Knicks are looking. No way, dude. Knicks are looking to trade Paint. You're lying. Hope are they really? I'm so Jonty's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. If we're so, are they just interested, or we're interested in trading him as well? Is Pay? Are we really interested in trading Payne? This team, this organization may not be as stupid after all. Get Payne out of here, please. I hope D Rose does well for the Knicks too, and like he starts because like quickly we want quickly to start so bad, but I think Thibodeau's that type of guy. He kind of treats point guards like NFL quarterbacks, so we don't want to throw them in the fire right away. We don't want them to lose their confidence, And I guess he just wants quickly to be as prepared as possible because like how do I like Thibodeau always wants something perfect. He wants to win at any cost, but he wants to win the right way. And he doesn't want to mess with Quickly's confidence if he's bad as a starter, and then he freaking just like swaps him back and forth with a guy like Payne. I really do think they believe in Quickly, like in some role of this team. If they didn't, obviously they wouldn't have like made those trades and went out and got him. But D Rose is going to be a free agent. Payton's going to be a free agent, or we might trade Payton. So we'll see what happens. Yo, I appreciate the update, blockchain. Yo, it's all good, Johnson. You're gonna learn for sure. This wasn't a good first NFL game to watch. This was like a blowout. Yo, you too. You have a great night, Leo. I agree. Trade Payton. Yo, we know like everyone in New York will be celebrating. I think because we're just so impatient as Knicks fans and we want the rookie to start right away, we don't look at the full picture of how bad the bench is. Yes, Peyton's bad, but I guess Thibodeau loves these true point guards, and I guess he's okay with starting Payton because it's not necessarily that he thinks Payton's better than Quickly. It's that Payton has more experience and like it doesn't like Payton's kind of like this test dummy. Like it's okay if we mess with his confidence because he's been in the league for so long, but because Quickly's a rookie, I guess you don't want to really mess with his mental. You know what I mean? I know. I just got that news. Avery, that's awesome news to hear. Um, that really is. Let's get him out of here. But I would even like. I know he has to accept his no trade clause because I know we went on to like get him and then we waived him that whole rule and everything. But just waive him. I don't even like care about trading him. Like waive his ass. Yeah, Derrick Rose. He doesn't bring much shooting to this team. He might not bring like veteran like leadership when it comes to like being vocal, but I think he's definitely going to be a lead by example guy, and he's open of teaching a guy like Killian Hayes. I've been more optimistic when I'm thinking about it. Like that Willie Hernangomez like pick or whatever we gave them is going to be like 40 something. We gave them Dennis Smith Jr., a G League player. Like it's not as bad when you think about it, and he's going to be a free agent. Alfred Payton might be gone. There's some teams interested in him or a team interested in him, and I just don't think they want to throw Quickly in the fire. Like I feel stupid that I didn't think of it like in a different way of they just want to have Quickly to be prepared, be as prepared as possible. No, we didn't give. It's weird. It's a rule in the NFL. If you go on to get someone, you waive them and then sign them back, then it's an automatic no trade clause. It's really interesting. Yeah, get out of here, YB Jelly says. Yeah, Coley. Yo, Coley, thanks so much for being here, man. I really appreciate being here. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Yeah, I'll take a win. We need shooting on this team. Like in this upcoming draft, dude, I'm so happy. If this was like the older Knicks, we would have traded Mitchell Robinson and we would have traded the first round pick for Derrick Rose. Yeah, I don't see that happening though. I don't see the point of that. Like maybe at the deadline we could if we really wanted to. But there's like a certain day, like you have to wait for a certain amount of days. Um, he's gonna be a free agent anyway, though, so not like he's gonna be here long term. And no way he resigns with the Knicks. Like he might want to go to the contender, you know. Should D Rose start or come off the bench? Now that I'm thinking of it in a different way, Derrick Rose should start. Like I know we're gonna push for the playoffs. That's one of the main reasons we got a guy like Derrick Rose. And quickly he's gonna learn this season. He's gonna learn from Derrick Rose. And after the playoffs, like quickly we'll get some experience coming off the bench in the playoffs. Um, I just think they're trying to get Quickly as prepared as possible when he can be the starter next year because I don't see us getting a Suggs or Cade Cunningham, you know? But we still have the Mavericks pick. And you could, like, even if that Mavericks pick's like 15, like, we've been so good drafting later in the draft that I might be okay with that, especially in this deep draft. Yeah, I heard that. Like, some playoff contenders are interested in Austin Rivers. I want to be mad at that. He's a good leader, but he's not that good of a player. I think Austin Rivers you can get more value out of, but obviously we want Alfred gone. But I would want both of them gone. Honestly, I love Austin, like his love for New York, but like I said in my video, he's not even a streaky player. When I think of streaky player, I think of Tamardaway Jr., who like has a good game, bad game, good game, bad game, good game, bad game. Austin Rivers is literally like good game, bad game, bad game, bad game, bad game, bad game, good game, bad game, bad game, bad game, good game. Like he is just like he's gonna play hard, but he's not always gonna play smart. Yeah, Derrick Rose is someone that's gonna attack the lane. He's not as athletic as he used to be. It's just the playmaking with Derrick Rose. Like, is he open to passing the ball? He's very ball dominant. His defense is atrocious. That's the thing with Derrick Rose. Like, how will Derrick Rose, like, if he starts, how will it be with RJ, you know? Will he look to throw those lobs to Mitch? You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a really good point because I don't think we're trading Derrick Rose, to be honest with you guys. Because like that's Thibodeau's guy. Like if we flip him to the Celtics, they'll be like, okay, we'll take Derrick Rose. That's probably like a 20-something pick. And like we got quickly out of a freaking pick. So what pick was that again? Trying to think right now. The Clippers pick. Payne's was really funny. I don't like Bullock's. Bullock's was actually, I don't know. They're both bad, dude. They're really both bad. Are you new to the channel, gamer? I appreciate you being here. It's all good if you're a Rockets fan. You don't have to just be a Knicks fan. Appreciate you being here, dude. We just love hanging out. Start doing these live streams more. Just like we're just talking about like training for Derrick Rose. Like any questions about the game of the Knicks versus Heat. But I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I know. Like someone said Payne's like open. Like the Knicks are open to trading Payne. Like I don't know if that's true, like officially, but I know a team's interested in Payne, so we'll see what happens. But I really think they're gonna start Derrick Rose, push to the playoffs, and then eventually he's gonna be gone in free agency because he's not gonna resign with the Knicks. He wants to win a championship. Probably. But then he also probably wants more of an opportunity. I think we're just trying to get quickly as prepared as possible for next season. Like have him learn. But we'll see what happens. Everyone learns in a different way. I don't know Andy God. I think he's a guy that really wants an opportunity because he's getting so like he's starting here, so I don't see him waving that. But obviously if like I don't see the point of it like if the Knicks come to him like we want you gone, could you waive for no trade clause? I think he would kind of have to in a way because he would be like, why would I want to be here if they don't want me here, you know? Yeah, Gibson and Rose. Fun fact, Gibson's played the most minutes for Tom Thibodeau. Yeah, I said that, big task. Or yeah, he said that. Who would I want the Knicks to trade for? Wait, I'm trying to catch up with these. Oh yeah, I'm just trying to catch up with these. Who would Knicks trade for? See, there's no one specifically out there that like I would trade for right now. I would just try to trade Rivers to a contender, and maybe a team's really desperate for Rivers, and we get like a first round pick, which I doubt though, because I don't think Rivers is good enough for that. Marcus Moore's way better than Rivers. Um, I don't know who's someone on the Celtics. Like, you think the Celtics gave up on Romeo Langford? Like, I would like personally um try to get Romeo Langford out of them, but I don't know if they would. He's still young, but they're not playing him at all, so I don't know. It's a good question. Brady is the GOAT. People could say the refs suck and all that, but 7 Super Bowls. At the end of the day, it's 7 Super Bowls. Yeah, I agree, man. And he's gonna be a free agent. And like we used to be like, or I used to be like more pissed that Quickly's not starting. I still am, but I really don't think like Thibodeau like it's a winning season and like yes, Payne sucks as a starter, but we're still managing to win basketball games. And Tibbs like has any philosophy. He's gonna have like his own philosophy to win games. But yeah, DSJ sucks, and I'm just happy we didn't trade a first rounder. I'm just happy we traded Dennis Smith Jr. We know he's straight trash. And Derrick Rose, as a starter, of course, he's gonna score. See if he brings defense. His defense is horrible, but I just think they're trying to get quickly to learn as much as possible because guys like Payne and Derrick Rose aren't going to be here next season. He'll have to waive it, Edward, but I feel like he would waive it because if we go to him and he's like we're like, can you waive your no trade clause? Like he'll say no, but then he'll also have in the back of his mind like they don't want me here. Karen says I think D Rose should move to the shooting guard and shooting guard. How tall is he? Like 6'2"? He can't shoot though. That's the thing with him. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't personally like that. Quickly, Derrick Rose. I'm not a big fan of that. D Rose plays no defense. He can't shoot. Doesn't really have the size. If you're undersized as a 2, you have to be able to shoot the ball, in my opinion. The spacing would be atrocious. Yo, what's going on, Alex? Thank you so much for being here, man. Yeah, bad Super Bowl. There you go. Respect to Joshua, and thank you so much for being a member, man. I really always appreciate your support, you tuning in, showing love on my videos. I always respect, like, your comments. I always respect everyone's comments because, like, people may say someone's opinion's stupid, but you're never going to get to someone's opinion because that's the way they think. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. All right, here we go. Gamer says, would you like to do this? All right, I don't see Victor Oladipo being traded, but I'll read it anyway. Knicks receive Victor Oladipo. All right, Victor Oladipo. He's going to be a free agent. So if we get him and he's not going to be here next season, that's already like a mistake because he's going to be a free agent. It's like we're trading him, so this is out of his control. Does he want to be a Knick? That's the main thing. Rockets receive Mitchell Robinson in first. I'm not doing it. I'm not sold on Victor Oladipo being here if he's not going to be here next season. If like he had like a few more years left on his contract, I would consider it. But no, I'm not sold on that at all. And I'm not even a big Mitchell Robinson fan. Yeah, we got him for like nothing. If we just like don't stop the development of quickly, this is a massive W. Yeah, I agree, man. But there's not just Rivers we could trade. There's not just Pagan. Like, even though people love Alec Burks and it's great to have veterans that can score, the way Alec Burks been playing this season, like, it's not like fantastic or anything. But maybe you could finesse and trade him to a playoff team for a first round pick. But I understand, like, I wouldn't mind holding on to a Burks. Chris Boucher's a beast. I don't see them doing that. I think Chris Boucher's better than Mitch. See, I'm just such a like I've talked about this. I may sound like a broken record. He can get better. Don't get me wrong. He's really young, but the fundamentals, like hook shot, not boxing out. He is limited offensively. He's not always aware. He's not always like where he has to be inside. He'll block shots, but then he'll have his like really bad lapses at the end of games. Don't get me wrong. I love the athleticism and how he's able to guard the perimeter. But it's the same mistakes every game of not being aware, not being ready to catch the ball, boxing out. Like, he has no hook shot in his arsenal. Like, what is he going to do later in his NBA career? Like, I know it's now, it's the present, like I said in my video. But what is he going to do later in his NBA career when his athleticism's gone? Like, if he has no hook shot, has no mid-range shot. Like, it's just a big question mark. He won't be able to do certain things he could do now. You know what I'm saying? Trade Bullock, yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. We can get like so many future like pick assets or players for this team, like trading these solid guys. Yeah, I agree. That's why I said I would like maybe hold on to Burks. I actually did know that. It's awesome. All right, Joshua says, you know, I'm starting to hate is the last 5 minutes of the game. Randall's high dribbling, turning the ball over, backing down the paint. I love him. I think he has this mentality of having to carry the team, though. I think just like that's the key mentality. That's like no one else. Like who else would you give the ball to at the end of the game? Especially with RJ not being there. Payne was in that fourth quarter at one point. I don't know. Randall definitely doesn't have the best handle, but I feel like he thinks he has to play hero ball because like if we're being real, he put the team on his back. Besides Bullock having a good first half, he was abysmal in the second half. Randall put that team on his back. But I get what you're saying. What's going on, Alex? Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, but Mitch isn't aware. Like those guys, they're aware of where they are on the court, and they're always in the position to get the ball. Yeah, that is true, Tony. He won't start though because of Killing Hayes. They just drafted him. They won't give up on him, but yeah, it's true. Um, is that real? Is that real? Oladipo might be traded for Frank Knox, Mitchell Robinson, and a pick. Is that on ESPN? Really? ESPN. Uh, Oladipo was 28, 29 years old. Yeah, Legends, he's trolling. Yeah, he's trolling. Uh, yeah, it has to be Cap. Has to be Cap. We know the Knicks are like really interested in Oladipo. Like, why are the Rockets interested in trading Oladipo though? I don't get that. They just want to go full on youth mode. Would you guys want Oladipo or no? Like, we would have to definitely give up a first to get Oladipo. I don't know. I like Oladipo, but I don't at the same time because of his injury history. Like Oladipo's a tremendous defensive player, tough shot maker. He hasn't been as efficient in his NBA career, and he can hit some big shots. I don't know. We'll see. Like, is it actually from ESPN though? Yeah, there has to be another move. I heard some rumors that Rivers might be dealt to a contender at the deadline. Heard Alfred Payton, like a team's interested in him. He just has to accept his no trade clause. And if we go to him and say like we need you to accept your no trade clause, most likely he's going to be like, all right, so they don't want me on the team. I might as well accept it. But yeah, we definitely do need to make a move. Like Frank might be traded 4 days ago. Yeah, that's 4 days ago. Um, I would rather have Zach LaVine actually than Oladipo as well. That might sound crazy. I know Oladipo's better defensive player. Actually, I don't know. Ellington's actually balling for them. If you didn't know. But yeah, I appreciate you being here, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love doing these because I love talking Knicks. I love talking basketball. You guys are just amazing. I really appreciate your guys' support. Oh yeah, Legacy. I wanted to get to your DM. I think you asked me if like I saw like a glimpse of it, but I was like eating dinner. Do I think the Knicks will make the playoffs? We're a big majority into the like season when you think about it, because there's only 72 games. Our defense is like top five in every category. Um, Last season at this point we only have like 8 wins. Like we're like 8 and 20 something. We're definitely drastically improved when it comes to discipline, adjustments, holding guys accountable, learning how to close out games. This defense might help us get into playoffs as a seventh or eighth seed. Might. The offense is concerning though. Wait, Buzzer Beater, you became a member? Yo, Buzzer Beater, I didn't know that. Did you just become a member today? If you didn't, like if you just did, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much for the great amount of support. You're absolutely amazing, dude. Like you always give me suggestions all the time, like you're like tips for my videos. You always comment on them. You're just always a great supporter, and I just really appreciate you, man. I really do. Thank you so much. But yeah, how you doing, Buzzer Beater? Well, I want to ask you guys, like, how did you guys become Knicks fans, or how did you guys become fans of your team? You can still ask questions, but I'm just wondering. Yeah, D Rose still hits like tough shots. It's crazy. See, that's the dream right there. But I really think Tibbs wants quickly as prepared as possible for next season. I don't know if they look at quickly as the point guard of the future or just a contributing off the bench piece, but that's the dream. But yeah, let's go Knicks, man. Yo, Karen says, always supporting the channel as well. Thank you. I think we kind of need Derrick Rose since in today's game against the Heat, we couldn't score in the last 5 minutes. Derrick Rose can bring some scoring when the rest of the team is playing bad. Yeah, I agree. Like today, yeah, exactly. A great example. Like Randall was on in this game. He looked like freaking. He looked unbelievable. Turnaround jumpers, working down the lane. And another thing, notice how the Heat were kind of beating us at our own game. Like I mentioned this in my post game video. When Bullock was hitting threes like crazy, we started taking too many threes. We thought that was our identity. What our true identity is this grinded out type of basketball team. And the Heat were starting to play that brand of basketball. Jimmy Butler knows all about Tom Thibodeau's philosophy. But yeah, that's a great point. When RJ Barrett wasn't on, when a guy like Mano quickly didn't really have it offensively, Mitch, we know he doesn't get much going. Like, that's a great example. Derrick Rose is another guy that can step up offensively. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. What are your thoughts like on the RJ Barrett benching? Him not playing a lot in this game. Was Tom Thibodeau's mindset like, RJ, you don't have it tonight. I get it. It's off a back to back. You're not playing great defensively, even though he had a nice possession on Jimmy Butler. They're taking bad shots. They're not falling. So we're gonna have you like on the bench learn throughout this experience. Like you're off. So like I want to play you through adversity, but I also don't want you hurting the team, and we want to win at any cost. You know, you probably didn't want RJ holding back the team. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Like, did you like the RJ benching or no? Knicks should get Andre Drummond. I know the Cavs are trying to trade him, aren't they? Oh yeah, I agree. They won't win the championship exactly. Marbury, I never really watched him, but I saw his like mixtapes and stuff. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tony. We appreciate that. Us Knicks fans appreciate that. Oh wait, let me read everyone like how they became fans. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You keep up the great work as well. You became a Spurs fan in 2011. That's awesome, dude. Who's your favorite Spur? Your late father's a Knicks fan? Yeah, my dad was a Knicks fan too. That's how I became a Knicks fan. Yeah, we'll see, man. Did we finally find a point guard? Yeah, D Rose doesn't play much defense, so I wonder how it's gonna fit into Tim's philosophy. Yeah, man, I want to be real like that too, but I also want to be optimistic, like about the situation. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. I try to make it like raw. I always like have an open mind about like this might not be the most professional channel in the world, but I love doing it. Uh, like, where do you think like what role? He might be the starter. He might be the backup point guard. Depends what Payton. What we do with Payton. I think D Rose is gonna start over Payton though. Payton's gonna be gone anyway. He is. and D Rose will too. So, see, like, you can be optimistic in the sense of Payne's going to be a free agent after the season, and so is Derrick Rose. So, like, then we'll have Quickly, who's going to start at that point, unless we draft a point guard, and he's going to be young. So we can't really complain about it. So it's young point guard or young point guard. Ginobili, okay. Chicago Knicks. Yeah, Payne just, jeez, like those easy layups he missed. He has like good game every like one good game every 20 games. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Like we have to think of the reality of the season of how young this team is, though. You gotta remember that. Well, of course, we hope the Knicks change their ways. I'm gonna try to be as optimistic as possible. But if there's something bad I really see, then I'm gonna call them out on it. If we gave up like a first rounder and a piece part of the future, then it'd be different. That wasn't the case. Yeah, rest in peace to the Chiefs. Yeah, that's right. Chiefs. Damn, that defense is legit though. Todd Bowles did a great job. He did a fantastic job with that Tampa Bay defense this year or the season. Just wow. Yeah, you guys think Randall will be in like most improved player category? Do you guys think that? Yeah, Derrick probably is gonna get like some tests or stuff like that. I don't remember him having like COVID. Do the Knicks have any shooters who have just not figured it out in games? Rose has been able to make shooters like Langston Galloway and Luke Kennard. Well, Burks is a very solid shooter. Bullock's streaky. Quickly, if we play him off the ball, I think he'd be good with Derrick Rose. Randall could stretch the floor as a four. Mitch can't. We know RJ's not a great shooter, but he's improving in a way. Better from the charity stripe. Austin Rivers, he's only good off the dribble. But I think him, Burks, like Bullock, will look good. And quickly when he's at the two next to Derrick Rose. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Christian Wood. Sadly, Wood came down with that injury. Um, this move showed who watches Knicks games and who doesn't. Saying this trade was a bad move would be insanity. If we bring him back this offseason, Derrick Rose, then it is. And like he starts and quickly never gets an opportunity and we don't focus on development, it is. Um, yeah, I agree. Derrick Rose is going to be a starting point guard. Yeah, I think Frank will still be gone though. I heard the Pistons were interested in Knox, but the Knicks don't want to give up Knox. Next few, I don't know about that few days. I don't rule out anything, but it's possible. Oh yeah, Bullock was on Detroit. Bullock was on Detroit. I forgot about that. It's what the Lakers do. I forgot about that. Wait, did they play together though in Detroit? Was Derrick Rose with Bullock in Detroit? I don't. Was he? Um. Wait, what? D Rose for DSJ and sure. Yeah, that's what we traded him for. Yeah, I get that, but we're not getting Suggs. Suggs is going to be a top 5 pick. We'll need some serious luck for that one. So the Suggs dreams can go out the window. Oh, they didn't? Okay. I'll have to take a look at our schedule. I know we play the Heat again Tuesday. Yeah, man. I kind of panicked at first because I didn't know his contract situation until I found out he was a free agent. And I was just so scared when I saw a draft pick. I was like, holy, if it was a first rounder, dude, it's a bad move, but it wasn't. So the Pistons, they just wanted to they didn't value him a lot because they knew he wasn't a part of the future. If they did, they probably would have been would have been more aggressive to get him, but got him for like a cupcake. Like they were trying to get like Derrick Rose for remember a first rounder. It depends if the organization believes it quickly or not. Who's the best player on the board? Who is the best player on the board? I don't think anyone's great enough on this team to be how's he fit with him, you know? That's where teams get in trouble. Yeah, exactly, man. Let's go. Let's go Knicks, y'all. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, the second round pick, we got on the Willie Hernangomez trade. Second round pick was 40 something. I don't know. I heard a team's interested in him. We'll see what happens with Payne. I don't know. Props to Leon Rose for not giving up too much. I honestly think this front office is different. I really do. But when you do think about it, who helps out Randall the most? Who gives Randall the most and helps their offense flow in that way? It's Payton, sadly. I'm not saying Payton's a good playmaker, but who looks to pass to Randall the most, you know? All right, that's just not realistic at all. Trade Payton Bullock, second round picks for Mikal Bridges and Rozier. Yeah, man. Derrick Rose was kind of fun to watch in New York, but it's he didn't give a shit here, though. Didn't play hard on defense. He would just, not even tell the organization when he wanted to play games. I have a question, guys. Hold up. Let me ask you this question. I got football in my hands just because. Super Bowl. Would you guys, if, this is just, it's not happening. The Mavericks pick somehow puts us in a position to get Jalen Suggs. Do you draft Jalen Suggs even though you have Emmanuel Quickly? Suggs, fantastic playmaker, great athlete, some question about his jump shot. Do you do that? Yo, Chris Vertical's in the house. Thank you so much for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for supporting the channel as always, dude. Freaking awesome. I love Jalen Suggs. He has some games that he's off. He plays fast, plays physical. It's a guy who's mentally tough. What was he, a 5-star athlete or whatever, quarterback? Yo, I was actually high. Yo, Fox. I was really high on Josh Jackson. I was freaking so ecstatic when it came to Josh Jackson. Yo, what I think about the Derrick Rose trade? At first, I wasn't really happy because I made that video before the full details came out. If someone told me we got Derrick Rose for Dennis Smith Jr., who's in the G League or going to be in the G League, and second round pick that's going to be 40 something from Willie Hernangomez, I would say you're crazy. I know Derrick Rose isn't in his prime anymore, but he still puts up points. He's a guy that could maybe mentor quickly. He's going to be a free agent. We didn't give up a lot for this guy. And we'll see what happens. But as long as it doesn't stop the development up quickly, which it probably won't because it's just 1 year. I just think we're trying to prepare quickly as much as possible for next season. I think they are believers in quickly. Do you draft best player available? I go best player available. Unless you're in that, eight or nine range, like I wanted like a Devin Vassell, I wanted a Sadiq Bey over an Obi Toppin because I saw things that translated to the NBA. Yeah, man, we'll see what happens. I don't think they're giving up on Killian Hayes yet, even though he looked abysmal. He might get an opportunity though. He might. Raptors. I love Kawhi Leonard. I've always respected Kawhi, but I respect Curry too. I respect everyone on the Warriors. I think Draymond gets a lot of crap. He does the little things, but Kawhi, he's all business. Cares about the game. Doesn't care what anybody thinks. I respect Kawhi Leonard. I did watch the Super Bowl. It was like not a good one. Not a good one. That is true, IQJ. They may not look at him as a traditional point guard. Thibodeau might just look at him as like kind of a Lou Williams. But I think we're so desperate for Quickly to be that point guard because we need that point guard. We've been looking for a point guard for such a long time. It's possible, John C. It's possible he gets injured. He's a free agent anyway, so. I agree. Tony. Randall, we shouldn't even talk about trading Randall. He's 26 years old. He fits the timeline. He's the reason we're winning basketball games. I'm tired of these freaking RJ fans. Like, I'm an RJ fan, right? I freaking support RJ, but I'm critical of him at the same time because I expect more from him. Making all these excuses. Oh, RJ's not getting enough touches because of Julius Randle. This isn't last season. Randall's keeping his head up, and he has to score the ball because RJ can't shoot. He doesn't bring it every single night. Randall needs to put this team on his back. People could like it or not, but Randall's the best player on this basketball team. He just is. We hope, Anthony. I think Quickly shooting like over 90% from the free throw line. He's such a good free throw shooter. He shot like 90% from the free throw line in college and over freaking 40% from three. Rose plays no defense though. But we've actually seen games like with the 7 assist game from Quickly. Like I think he could still develop and learn to be a point guard, but let him be him. I agree. That really didn't piss me off. I know everyone has their own stances on that with the RJ situation. I think Tom Thibodeau's mentality was RJ. He looked gassed out there. Was not playing good defense. He was taking bad shots. I know he only took like 6 shots, but he didn't look aggressive in general, even when he had shots. And Thibodeau's mentality was, we're going to let you learn sitting on the bench. I would have liked to see him fight through some adversity and play, but there's a difference between like letting someone fight through adversity and kind of like hurting the team at the same time. Like I'm not just playing RJ to play RJ. If he's off that game, it's selfish for the team, especially if there's another player that's playing better. Like hurts the team in a way. But we were in the position to win that game without RJ, but we fell short. Next year, Quickly's 50, 40, 90. I hope that would be freaking insane. But I understand, Avery. See, I still don't get the Randall. Hey, we hated on Randall so much last season, but we got to give credit to where credit's due. This team would suck without Julius Randle. This team would suck. See, I think Mitchell Robinson's replaceable. I don't think Mitchell Robinson's a part of the future. He's a good defensive anchor. Like, he can guard the perimeter, he can guard inside. But he's also a guy that has tons of lapses, doesn't box out, relies on his athleticism way too much, has no hook shot. We're not getting a Mobley because he's going to be high in the draft. But if there's a very skilled center they believe in, you draft him. Yep, Mills is gone. Thank God. But yeah, Buzzer Beater, thank you so much for being a member, man. Appreciate it a lot. Who did they compare him to? I'm not sure. Zach Randolph? I don't know. See, I don't know if do we get a top 10 pick for Mitchell Robinson? I'm okay with it. Don't get me wrong. It's all good, man. Everyone's going to have their own opinions, but I'm going to give you the positive side of this trade, dude. I'm going to give you the positive side of this. Yes, we got Derrick Rose, who may not fit the timeline, and he may not be a part of the future, and we may push for the playoffs, and yes, we may get experience with a guy that may not be part of the future. So you're like, what's really the point of this? We're going to be gone in the first round. I understand that, dude. That was my first mindset. Less minutes for Quickly. Payne's still on this team. This just ruins everything. But Derrick Rose, we got for nothing. We gave up Dennis Smith Jr., who's in the G League, second-round pick that's 40-something from Willie Hernangomez. So we gave up pretty much nothing for him. Derrick Rose is an upgrade if we start him. And, like, what was my other reason? Gosh, I can't think right now. Derrick Rose is going to be a free agent. Derrick Rose is going to be a free agent. He's going to be gone after the season to go to a contender. So, not like he's on a 2-year deal. Not like he's going to be back here next season. It gives more time for Quickly to learn. Payne most likely is going to be gone. He's on a 1-year as well. We got him for nothing. Yes, people may not like the playoff push. They may want a higher draft pick. But we have the Mavericks pick. We have our pick. We could trade up if we really wanted to. We have draft capital. So, we'll see what happens. But I didn't think we gave up a lot. I really didn't. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Derrick Rose. I'm really not. How he just, like, didn't go to a Knicks game, didn't tell anyone. How he plays no defense, gave up some basketball games. But I really think their mentality with Quickly, they treat him like a franchise quarterback they drafted. They're like, we're not throwing him in the fire right away, because if he sucks, then he might get discouraged and his confidence might go away. They're trying to have him learn as much as possible, and if they really believe in him, they'll start next season. They'll start him. Yeah, man, we've seen, like, the Knicks. They've been bad for such a long time, but what has it done? What has it done? What has it done? Like, tanking clearly isn't helping. Like, we're not getting a top 5 pick. Oh, are you a Chiefs fan, man? Are you a Chiefs fan? But trust me, Payne will be gone. I promise you that. Derrick Rose won't be here next season. And even if Quickly doesn't start next season, it's Quickly or another young point guard that we may draft. So, young situation, timeline situation, perfect. Like, I think we're fine, guys. Yeah, I don't like the playing though. It's such a loser mentality. Like, you're telling me a 10th seed has an opportunity to go to the playoffs. That's so soft by the NBA, in my opinion, though. And I know I'm a Knicks fan. I haven't seen the playoffs in such a long time, but that's just stupid. Scottie Pippen Jr., I heard he's a baller at Vanderbilt, and now we're going to get the drama with Scottie Pippen's mom. That's a hoe. Great. Well, I'm not overhyping Quickly at all. I think he could be easily Lou Williams. I don't know if he's good enough to run an offense yet. He has a lot of work to do. Like, I wouldn't still mind drafting a point guard. Frank the Future, he's probably going to be traded if I'm being real. I don't see him playing anymore as a Knick. Think about this. Got Derrick Rose, got Payton, have Quickly who's going to play someone. We already know his rotations are very short. Tom Thibodeau. Frank's tenure is gone in New York. Heard the Knicks, like, the Pistons, like, wanted Knox, but we held on to him. So they still think Knox can bring a role to this team. So that's interesting. Yeah, I see Rivers being dealt. Bullock could be dealt. Yeah, there's more, like, deep teams. Like, the Trailblazers can easily go to the playoffs being, like, 10th seed in the play-in. The West is so much better. Yeah, because guys like Giannis got signed. Some guys, like, got signed to their contract. Aaron Fox, I believe. So, like, yeah. Kyle Lowry, I have a question. Like, should the team like the Mavericks go after Kyle Lowry? Frank's waiting for the Olympics. But yeah, we have 37 people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, smash that like button, click that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys' love. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Let me turn on the lighting, actually. We can get some good lighting in here. Turn on my like light thing here. See if I can set this up real quick. It's going to be like really bright for a second, so I apologize. I'll turn off my camera for a second so then the lighting isn't like too bright. Or the lighting's not too bright. I do think the draft is stacked, but with talent. Not guys that can make an impact right away. But I'm going to turn this off for a second. Turn this down. A lot lighter. Alright, there we go. That's a little better. Open up my laptop so the lighting doesn't turn off. Is that better, guys? I think that's better. Make sure I don't show that TV. Alright, it's perfect. Like, will it be a bust as a team? Well, their defense is atrocious. The depth is not good. It's just crazy to me how Durant's coming off a big injury and Achilles injury, and he's getting all these minutes. Definitely not healthy. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with them. And Steve Nash is an inexperienced coach. Yeah, they should. I know they're interested in Victor Oladipo, though. What is my opinion on Knox? Knox, I made a whole video on Knox. I don't know if you checked that video out, though. Kevin Knox coming out of college, 18 years old, has, like, skill shooting it from the outside. His handle was sloppy, though, flat-footed on defense. He was the definition of a project. A guy that had the physical tools, the talent, but couldn't put it all together. He had to be drafted to the perfect situation. But nope, he gets drafted to the Knicks that have David Fizdale doesn't hold guys accountable, can't develop anything, has no structure. He went to a terrible situation. Do I think he's the motor? No. Like, how bad does he want to be great? That's the main thing with Kevin Knox. It's just like, what does he bring to the game when his shot is not falling? He's a big question mark, Knox. He's definitely been disappointing, and he hasn't been good, but he got put in such a bad situation with, like, a bunch of coaches. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, Michael. What's going on in the new Knicks? Thank you so much for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Always appreciate you supporting the channel. Yeah, it is deep with talent. Like, Zaire Williams is a guy to look out for if he falls deeper in the draft. Some people don't like his handle. Some people think he's too skinny. He could freaking stroke the triple. I don't know. We'll see what happens, IQ. Levine's a beast offensively. It's the defense. Yeah, he came out too early. Who said anything about Durant? Pressure in New York. He had to go to a smaller market. I would love to see him go to a team like Thunder. Yo, what's going on, Scott? Thanks so much for being here. Another great supporter of the channel. Knox would be good with a team like the Hornets. I kind of like that fit, a little backup role. See, Bronny, like, how good is Bronny? Bronny gets all this hype, but isn't he averaging like 5 points per game? Let's be real. I'm not even hating. It's just because he's LeBron's son. He is not that good, like, compared to the other guys. Let's start winning. Let's freaking start winning. Build a winning culture. Well, Zaire Wade, that's Dwayne Wade's son, right? I heard he's good. I heard he's better than LeBron's son. I don't know much about him, though. He's having 5 points. People are talking about him being like the next LeBron or like the next upcoming of his freaking father. He definitely didn't look energized. Like, people were like sad that he was benched, but he just didn't bring it. He looked like he did not care out there like today. I guess shot selection is awful. So hopefully he bounces back. Like, people think these guys are benched for no reason. Like, at the end of the day, we're fans, so we're going to think what we think, but we'll see. True, Avery, true. Bullock has a lightning quick release, though. We don't like Bullock, but he has a lightning quick release. What about Frank? Goodbye, Rivers. I think we can get some value out of him if a playoff team gets desperate. Kyrie Walker, is he in college? I know he's like a beast athlete. Yeah, I do think Austin Rivers is gone. But I don't know. We still see Rivers come in the game before quickly. It's pissing me off. It's possible we're gonna need more of a contribution from other guys offensively. I think we played good enough defense. We just didn't play well in the second half offensively. Yeah, I wonder when Rose will be active as well. It's a good question, dude. I think Frank's done in New York. I know Frank fans don't like to hear that, but he's being talked about in trades. He was one of the main names talked about in the Derrick Rose trade. We have Quickly here, we have Payne, we have Derrick Rose, we have Rivers. I think he's gone. Yeah, I went through Scott. We traded away. Good news though. It's good news. Even though you may not like Derrick Rose, we gave him nothing. We gave up Dennis Smith Jr. second rounder. That's gonna be the 40th pick. That's all we gave up. Yeah, he gives us two good games every 50. Yeah. When does that G League thing start? Rivers needs the ball in his hands. He can't play without the ball. Yeah, Jared Harper's in the G League. I don't really watch the G League. Wednesday? Probably don't have the channel. We'll have to find an illegal website. I could tell Scott's a sarcastic guy. Trade Rivers and Payne for LeBron. Rivers scored 25 in a quarter, and Payne dropped 28 at one time. I'm down. Kendrick Nunn, I think he's untouchable for the Heat. He's someone the Knicks organization wouldn't like, though. I know he's not a good person. Didn't he beat his girlfriend or something? I don't know. He did something stupid. Pull Tom Brady. Well, he's gonna pull Tom Brady freaking third time. How many times has it been? Freaking Cavs, Miami, back to the Cavs. Man, Lakers. Rivers plays hard, but he doesn't play smart. Dinwiddie doesn't want to come here. He hates the Knicks. Dinwiddie hates the Knicks, dude. He has that beef with Mitchell Robinson. Freaking 31-9. What a pathetic Super Bowl. Yeah, he hates us, dude. He hates us. I think LaMelo's running away with it. LaMelo's played unbelievably 37 the other night. He's been insane. I don't know much about I've seen him at Auburn. I've watched some games of him in the tournament. He is undersized, tough shot maker, plays with a lot of confidence. He's really fast. Don't know what he brings defensively because he is smaller, but he's crazy fast. He's a scorer. He's a go-to guy scoring the basketball. Good question, buzzer beater. We only have Taj and Rose. Stop looking for reasons to hate. We don't have the entire Bulls roster. We only have 2 guys. Yeah. Kyle Korver. Then we really think we can freaking win a championship. Okay, that was a big loss for the Nets. Like, depth-wise, that really sucks. People can hate Tom Brady all they want, but he has freaking 7 rings, bro. 7. I'd rather get JJ as well. Jesus, Scott, bro. Need to be more positive, dude. Yeah, I agree. He's being utilized such a terrible way in New Orleans. That's why he's having a career like low year. Everyone hated Duke though. If I'm not even getting into that. Grayson Allen, Reddick, just everyone like ever since RJ Zion and Trey Jones went to Duke, Cam Reddish, no one hated that team. They weren't like hateable guys, you know? Like Christian Laettner, dick. JJ Redick was a freaking dick. Grayson Allen, dick. Like they're all freaking dicks. There's a reason they hated them. Wait, would you rather have Tom Brady or Lawrence Taylor? In today's NFL, Tom Brady. I know Lawrence Taylor's best defensive player of all time, but in today's NFL, the most important position on the football field is quarterback. Grayson Allen's stupid. He's a loser. Yo, Spider Mitchell's in the house. Thanks so much for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Sorry I'm messing with this football. It's just like addicting, you know? You just love like spinning a pigskin around. Hey, what happened in the games today? Phoenix beat Boston. Of course, we lost to Miami. The Jazz beat the Pacers. Oh, I did see all these. Kings beat the Clippers. Derrick Fox has been amazing lately. It's who I wanted in that. What was that? 2017 draft. Ended up with Frank. That helped. He is like he even did it with Trey Young. So there's the beef there. What is this Eli commercial? Eli looking like a snack though. Eli man. Lawrence or Watson? Oh shit. Lawrence or Watson? Lawrence isn't a proven product yet, but they're saying it's the best thing since freaking Peyton Manning and John Elway or Andrew Luck. Yeah, Fox is a stud. He had 36 points on 15 to 25 shooting. It's insane. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Trevor Lawrence. I think Watson's a beast too. I expected Watson to be traded by now. Should the Jets get Watson? I would, because not like they're screwed if they just give up draft capital. They have so much money in free agency. They can get Allen Robinson. They can still fix the offensive line. Why not? With Daniel Jones? Giants won the Super Bowl next year with Daniel Jones. John Wall was the fastest point guard in the NBA when he was in his prime. I don't know. I'm not high on Justin Fields. Zach Wilson needs time. See what happens. You're really high on Daniel Jones. I think he needs work, but I hope. Basketball. I I don't know. I enjoy watching football. I don't know. Actually, do I like watching basketball more? I love basketball more though. Don't get me wrong, but football, you love watching the physicality. There's more that goes into it. D Rose was fast. Iverson. Never saw Iverson. Seeing highlights, but he was fast. Yeah, facts like you, Jay. See what happens. See what happens. You like watching basketball more too? Let's look at the NBA. Let's look at the tankathon. Can we talk about how Porzingis stepped out of bounds though? Quickly, he's in the top 5, but LaMelo's winning it with the media hype, with the way he's been playing lately. There's no reason for LaMelo to not play it or win it. Yeah, LaMelo Ball's averaging 13.8 points on 43% shooting, 34% from 3, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. That's winning Rookie of the Year. He has the stats and hype behind it. He's winning it. I made a video on him and how he's completely different than Lonzo. That's aging well. Yo, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Have a great night. Yo, thanks so much for being here, Mahir. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you joining. But yeah, let's look at the Tankathon mock draft right now. Yo, I'm glad the Magic are losing because they freaking need to lose and blow that thing up. Cade Cunningham going 1 to the Pistons. The Wizards getting Evan Mobley at 2. The Timberwolves getting Jalen Suggs at 3. At 4, the Magic get Jonathan Kuminga. At 5, the Thunder via Miami get Jalen Green. At 6, the Bulls get Scotty Barnes. At 7, the Cavs get Jalen Johnson. At 8, the Knicks get James Bouknight. He's a beast from UConn. So we have Sharif Cooper's a point guard to look out for. He's not the greatest shooter, but yeah, Halliburton's been nice, but LaMelo's the runaway Rookie of the Year right now. There's like no debate. Yeah, Cooper's averaging 22 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. Heard he's a beast. So that's actually funny because I haven't watched enough Cooper film. But the thing is, I know he can score, but can he shoot? Like, I heard he can't shoot. It's his weaknesses. 3-point percentage, turnovers, effective field goal percentage, fouls, box score plus minus, true shooting percentage, defensive box plus minus, defensive win shares, projected NBA 3-point percentage, defensive rating, offensive rating, steals. His stat strengths are assist, free throw attempt rate, assist percent usage, rate, points, defensive rebounds. They have him ranked the 5th best point guard out of this class. See, I heard Jared Butler's a stud. He could shoot that thing. DSJ wasn't working out here. Sucks to be honest. I never liked it. People could say I averaged 15 points per game in Dallas. But just like the shots he took, they weren't like quality shots. He took so many shots a game. He's one of the worst defensive like point guards in the NBA when starting. He's gotten better defensively, but he's not a true playmaker. He's a very individual basketball player. I didn't like when we got him in general. But in the second round pick's gonna be like 40 something via Willie Hernangomez trade. I did buzzer beater. I did. Teo Pinson just sucks. He's not good. There's not much talk about him. He's not a good basketball player. What's the big board though? So tier 1, they have Suggs, Cunningham 2, Evan Mobley 3. Interesting. Yo, Mahir, great question, dude. He says, I don't know if you discussed this already, but what is your projected lineup when Rose is finally on the roster? You think he's starting over Payton or coming off the bench? That's a very good question because, like, we're fans. We can have our predictions, but we don't know what's going to happen. Derrick Rose may start. He has the most experience. He's been under Tibbs' system. Tibbs loves him. Like, we don't know, like, with the Payne situation. Like, we know Payne's going to be gone regardless, even if, like, it isn't when Derrick Rose, like, it's just such a hard situation. I think Derrick Rose will start. It's such a good question. I don't know. It could go either way, though. But his mindset is we need more offensively. That's probably why we got Derrick Rose. So Derrick Rose might start. But I don't mind it. Like, even if, like, Payne is the first guy off the bench, I don't mind it because he's not going to be here next year. So. Respect to you, Chris Vertical. All right, so for the tier list, they have Suggs, Cunningham, Mobley, Jonathan Kuminga, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson. I don't know much about Jalen Johnson. Yeah, he sucks defensively. He does. I honestly think Tibbs is not a guy. If we win a championship, Tibbs is not that guy. I think Tibbs is the culture builder, but we need to get that guy that's like connects to the players more, if you know what I'm saying. Like how the Warriors had Mark Jackson, but then they got their guy, like they got their culture builder, Mark Jackson. Then they brought in a Steve Kerr. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. Yeah, I'm scared with the fatigue of Randall and then injuries might happen. For sure, Toppin has a lot to work on. Thought he was okay today. In the limited of action, hit the three. It's good cutting to the basket. Didn't recognize him that one play, but Toppin, we'll see what happens. You guys know I'm not high on Toppin. I don't think I have to repeat that anymore. Pull up the chat on here. Be easier to pull up. Thank you guys so much for 27 likes. You guys are amazing. All right, see what we got here. John T with a comment. Appreciate you always showing love to the channel. I love that we were saying Payton not going to be here next season. Then he signed a. Don't say that. Please don't say that. Please, please no, dude. Please. Buzzbeater says, "What did Mitch mean by his tweet?" I thought it was an immature, stupid, freaking tweet by Mitchell Robinson. He said the Knicks won't let me play his game, like play my game as of shoot threes, probably. You know what I'm saying and all that. Like he would always put, "I'm gonna shoot threes. I'm gonna shoot threes." So he would pretty much put stuff on his story without like like getting approval by the coaches saying I'm gonna shoot threes. He's immature. He has growing up to do. Hit free throws first, develop a post game before you shoot freaking threes. Add a mid range shot before that. I'm here with a comment. He says, I feel like D Rose needs to play the Trey Burke role. Solid spark in spurts and giving him limited minutes. He still has glass knees. I agree. Burke, I think, was a better shooter. Both liabilities defensively. D Rose getting into the cup. Yeah, man, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying there. Finessful says, and the handles he actually tried in today's game. Tried it in today's game. Who are you talking about, Finessful? I was very scary glad they didn't strip him. Who, Obi? What, Obi's handle? Oh, I didn't really catch that. I must have not caught that. Burke looks like Iverson. He does. He looks like Iverson. Like when he had the cornrows, he had the headband. He looked just like Iverson. That was hilarious. Remember that? Those memes and everything. He had stretches that Burke was amazing. He was starting to show why he was one of the top lottery picks. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You guys are amazing. Just checking something out right now. Oh yeah, but buzzer beater. I just checked when he became a member. He became a member 1 day ago. Really appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Why these comments go they came out of nowhere? Alonzo Trier's in the G League, buzzer beater. Yeah, a bunch of his receivers look like Evan Ingram out there. Freaking Mike Remmers, who's trash. Backup guys. Fisher was out. Defense didn't show up. Yep. I get Knicks desperately need that point guard in the future. Never know. I'm pretty cool. We'll sign you. We'll trade for you. We'll do whatever it takes. We need a point guard. You're going to watch G League games. Probably watch some Knicks games. I'll find a way. If not, no big deal. I want to see Dennis Smith Jr. in the G League. I think he'll get action, though, because, who's currently their point guard with Killian Hayes out, though? Jeez, Buccaneers just destroyed them. But yeah, I'm never big on the G League. I never really watch it. I only watch Summer League. Never the G League. You gotta watch the Thunder G League team. Who's on your Thunder G League team? Probably no one I really know though. Is Alexei Pokashevsky? Is he on the G League team? Is he on a two-way? What's he on? Yeah, that was bad. No one expected that. I've heard of Josh Hall. Don't know much about him. But yeah, it was bad blowout, Devin. Yo, what's going on, Michael? Thanks so much for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Who do you guys play next? Who do you guys play next? Hawks schedule. Oh, you guys play the Mavericks now. I need you to beat the Mavericks. Please beat the Mavericks. We need that pick, dude. We need it. But the Mavericks schedule gets easy, dude, which is not good for Knicks fans. Like, they have winnable games on their roster. They play the Timberwolves tomorrow, who are absolutely abysmal. The Hawks is winnable, but they're a better team. They play the Timberwolves, winnable. Hawks, winnable, but that's going to be hard. Pelicans have not been great. Trailblazers, I still say that's winnable. Pistons suck. Rockets kind of winnable, even though they've been great defensively. Grizzlies, Celtics, 76ers, Nets, Magic, Thunder. They can win some of those games. Timberwolves suck. There's a reason they're Timberwolves. They just get everyone that can play offense and no defense. Like, we have to get D'Angelo Russell. That's going to help us. That's definitely going to help D'Angelo Russell. We'll see what happens, Mayor. We'll see what happens. He'll never be what he used to be, but he can still be like a nice contributing player. We'll see what happens, though. Yo, Buzzbeat, I just saw your comment. Because there's so many comments on my Derrick Rose trade to the Knicks video. Guess who's a member? Let's go Knicks. I appreciate that, man. Let's go Knicks. I feel bad for Timberwolves fans too. Minnesota fans, Viking fans. Just yeah. I know Cat. Does he still have COVID? Anthony Edwards. I was not on him either. He's gone better. He's raw. How much does he really care about the game? Like, he's good. Like, when he cares. Like, that's the thing. Like, when he cares, you don't like hearing that. What's going on, Drink Me? Thanks so much for being here. Bleach is back. Bleach is back. Freaking Eli commercial. Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Kirk Cousins. I heard the 49ers were interested in getting him, but most likely they won't. I'll be stupid. He's worse than Jimmy G. On like the level of him. Yo, guys, I'm gonna try to make emojis for guys that become members, so then you guys can use like custom emojis and stuff. I'll try to figure that out for you guys. He's definitely been up and down. He's averaging like 12 or 13 points on like 30-something% efficiency. Do you think DSJ is the top biggest bust of all time in history? I think that he is the biggest bust ever. So you think he's like the worst basketball player ever? All right, let's see. Anthony Bennett, Kwame Brown, Darko Milicic, Greg Oden. Say Sam Bowie's a bust if he wanted, even though he had injuries. Wouldn't like Wiggins still like an all right player? So I'm not gonna say he's like biggest bust ever. Who am I missing? Gosh, who's the guy that played for the Bobcats? They said he's the next Larry Bird. Like, all right, this isn't him, but Michael Olowokandi, Morrison, think I said Kwame Brown. Johnny Flynn's a bust. Yo, Jeffrey Lopez, he says, hey, Jerks, what's going on, man? Thanks so much for being here. Always appreciate you supporting the channel, dude. How are you? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm going to try to, do that. Yo, what's up, Devin? I know there was someone taken with the first overall pick and he never played a basketball game because he was, betting on games or something. What's going on, Rich? Thank you so much for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Jeffrey says, no complaints here. Good to see you grinding on the channel. I appreciate it, man. It's all for you guys. Do you guys like my new poster or no? I don't know if I've talked about it yet. I'm trying to, point. I like it. I like it. Yeah, he had injury concerns. He was a beast out of Syracuse. It's just because he was picked before Stephen Curry, if Ricky Rubio wasn't picked before Stephen Curry, he would get more respect. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, Rich. Yeah, this just sucks. Can't shoot, can't handle the ball, can't pass. He's not a team player. Terrible decision making. Sucks. He's garbage. Straight trash. I think it's only because taking away minutes quickly and they're this was kind of my mindset that we're afraid we're the same old Knicks. We're not looking towards the future. We might bring back Derrick Rose or something, and quickly we'll never get an opportunity. But yeah, we pretty much got Derrick Rose for nothing. TSJ, Michael Carter Williams. Can't shoot. Except Michael Carter Williams was tall. The only thing DSJ got better at was defense. I don't like that negativity, Karan. Desmond Jr. a confident, elite point guard like Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving. All right, elite is way too high. I'm sorry, he was never an elite point guard. We hope so, Rich. And at least they're both free agents, so we'll see. I won't be mad because at least we could say that we're improving and building a winning culture. So, yeah, it'll be interesting, Jeffrey. Good point, Darkness. How long have I been live? An hour and 30 minutes. It's 11:40. Yeah, at least they're bringing like a winning attitude and culture. You could tell Fizdale just wanted that freaking first pick. Let's be real. Yeah, he had a lot of potential. He was fast. He was athletic. But you know what he's like? You know what young player we were excited about and maybe wanted him at one point in the draft process? You know who's just like Dennis Smith Jr.? Kyra Lewis Jr. All this talent, but he doesn't know how to properly play the point guard position, you know? They have all this talent, but they just don't know how to play the position. They just don't. Who is Knox's trainer? He needs to be fired. Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny, dude. Don't blame me. Oh yeah, but I don't know if you're still in here, Buzzbeater. I'm just trying to make emojis like for like the members, so then you guys are able you're able to leave like Knicks emojis or whatever, you know? I think that would be cool. Yeah, not everyone's gonna work out. I think that's the key reality of the NBA. But yeah, I'm gonna leave a link if anyone does want to become a member. It is optional. It's only if you want to like further support the channel. You guys being here already is greatly appreciated. But it is optional to become a member, only if you want. But yeah, like I'll leave like I'll try to add like a Knicks like give me ideas or like pictures you would want. Like just give me ideas for that if you'd like. CP3, I think he's like a culture changer. What he did with those young guys. He knows how to run an offense very well. It's obviously not a part of the future, but it would just be awesome. He would install a winning culture for this basketball team. But yeah, there's a link if you ever do want to become a member. It is optional. You do not have to. Don't feel like you have to at all. I wonder if the link works. Yeah, it works. All right. But yeah, buzzer beater. If you ever have any like video ideas, let me know, dude. Let me know. Super Bowl breakdown. I would do that, but this is just a basketball channel. I'm sorry, man. I was thinking of starting up a football channel though. He needs to focus on his fundamentals. I agree. Next logo emoji. I'll write that down in the notes. Hopefully, I can get it to work for you, man. Tom Brady drops back, just the mechanics, the footwork, knowing when to get rid of the ball, stepping up at the pocket, sliding to the right, sliding to the left. He's just such a smart quarterback. It's fundamentals. He's just perfect quarterback. It's insane. But yeah, it's freaking 11:45 at night. You guys are still in here. Keep in mind, I have school tomorrow. I have to wake up at like 7:50. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. Um, yeah, but I think he's gonna be a free agent next year or the year after. I forgot. Karam says CP3 State Farm commercials are the best ones. Yeah, those have been around for like such a long time. Cliff Paul and all that. I need better posture, bro. I'm only 16. I need better posture. Oh my. We have like so many DSJ haters, and we have the biggest DSJ fans in the chat. I'll be real, I'm not a DSJ fan at all. But everyone has their own opinions. Gotta respect it. But yeah, I finessed the StreamYard system if you guys are wondering. Like, it's so weird. You can't like cancel a subscription to StreamYard. Like, you either roll with it or not. So I just make a new account every time. I literally make a new account every time, so I don't have to pay for it. You can say I'm cheap. I don't care. I'm 16. I like saving my money. That was hilarious. What, against the Pistons, and that didn't even result in winning basketball, and he missed like a million free throws that game? Yeah. Dennis Smith should retire, to be honest. He's completely washed at this point. He had a good career. I'm dead. DSJ had one good Nick game. DSJ. And especially with having the back injury, his game relied on athleticism so much, that definitely hurt him. This is a nightmare for the Chiefs. Nightmare. Do I trust Kyrie to show up every single night or like game? It's a good question because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. I know he was doing good stuff behind the scenes, like buying George Floyd's like daughter a house, or like someone that was related to him a house. He was doing good stuff for like Black Lives Matter and all that, so he had purposes why he was missing games. But their defense needs help, and their bench sucks. Dennis Smith Jr. doesn't know he's bad. He said, "Can I go to the G League and prove I'm an NBA player?" Because he knows he's playing bad. Damn, I'll be the one Stephen A. Smith meme where he goes, "This is the worst day of my life." If he drops 40 against us on the... Don't say that. If he plays Dennis Smith, just don't say that. Don't. That freaking broke my heart right there. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. It's not happening. Trust me, guys. It's not happening. DSJ sucks. Clip this right now. He'll never be anything in the NBA. And now that I said that, he'll become a Hall of Famer. He'll win multiple NBA championships. He's going to turn the Pistons around. But he's going to the Pistons. They have Killian there. He's not starting. So he may start when Killian's out. Who starts at point guard now? Like, DeLon Wright isn't he more of a two? I thought. I don't know. I don't know. I'm planning on going to college, but I'm also planning on doing a full-time, like getting a full-time job after college and doing YouTube on the side. I don't know. It's a good question. Not completely set on it. It would be awesome though. Like, of course, my dream would be in like whatchamacallit, like a scout for the Knicks or something, evaluating talent. Like, I would just love to do that job. Or I would love to do what like Mike Schmitz does for ESPN, like having interviews with guys like Killian Hayes during the pre-draft process. James Wiseman breaking down film. I would love doing that. DSJ has to play. see what happens. We'll see what happens. DSJ. Pistons are a terrible organization. Yeah, they haven't been freaking good since Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince days, Chauncey Billups. Arm hurts. I was actually throwing the ball yesterday. How much longer should I go? Been an hour and 40 minutes. Derrick Rose now has the most all-star votes for any Knicks player. I wonder how NFL players get their arm loose for games. It's such an interesting thing. Can I get an interview with one of the Knicks? I wish. I would try to reach out, but how would I do it? Because I do YouTube on my phone. So how would I be able to record a Zoom call? I know you can't screen record and pick up audio on a call. But I'll be able to do that. Reach out to Jared Harper. I'll DM all the Knicks. How about that? I'll try to DM all the Knicks. I doubt any of them will respond, but I'll try. I know the Rockets are looking to deal Victor Oladipo. Is that the only big name right now? Victor Oladipo. I know the Mavericks are considering trading Porzingis. Pumps. Looks down the field. Yeah, but that's a really good question, Rich. Rich, are you a Knicks fan? I'm trying to see if you had a profile picture of a Knicks. Anything. Rose averaged 14 points and 4 assists for the Pistons this season. Shot 33% from 3. He's not a great shooter, Derrick Rose, but he's better than Elfrid Payton. That sucks. DeAndre Hunter's going under a knee procedure. It's great advice, man. I'll definitely check that out, Buzzer Beater. Well, yeah, it's how could you hate Derrick Rose? He's a likable guy, you know. Yeah, and also think about it. We traded Porzingis, got cap space, got Julius Randle, his replacement. We got Marcus Morris with that cap space. We traded Marcus Morris for Emmanuel Quickley. There you go. And the first rounder. Don't forget about that. Since 1980. That's awesome, dude. I want to ask you a question because obviously I was born in 2004. Next player I was always fascinated by was Allen Houston. When Allen Houston played, was he like the Klay Thompson of his era? Because I watch him play, it looks like he has one of the silkiest smooth jumpers ever. How good was Allen Houston? Did you love Allen Houston? How good was he? I'm really curious about Allen Houston. If you could answer that question, dude. All right, let's see. So, yo, thank you so much for being here. Christian, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry for pronouncing it wrong. Thanks so much for being here. He says Allen Houston was so relatable or so reliable and knocked down threes. It looked like he had the perfect textbook jumper. It just looked so wet. Yeah, we need a small forward. I would love getting a guy like the guy from Gonzaga, Kispert. I heard he's a really good shooter. Definitely need shooting. Like Bullock, all respect to Bullock, all respect to Burks. They're not the guys. Yo, that's really good thinking without outside the box bit here. That's possible. Really is possible. Not quite. Oh, damn, we have a Derrick Rose in Chicago reunion. But is that the best for New York? Is that? I mean, best for Chicago. Not quite as good as Clay, but close. Okay. So he says, Buzzbeater says, Allen was a great jump shooter, but not a lockdown defender like Clay. Interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm just so curious about that because, like, obviously I didn't get to watch him play, and like, some people are saying like they finally surrounded Ewing with the right pieces towards the end of his career, but that's when already his knees were breaking down. Like, people, is this true? Like, is this true? I have a key question. Gary V, big time Knicks fan, he's an entrepreneur. He says some crazy shit sometimes. But he says that Charles Oakley, he was good, but he was overrated by the era of how tough he played. John Starks was good, but he was overrated. Like Ewing truly never got like the help he really needed, like compared to other stars. Is it true those guys were overrated? They're all right, but they really were nothing. Like when it came to like helping out a guy like Ewing. I know Bernard King, one of the most electrifying scorers ever. Is his jersey retired? Bernard King? His jersey should be retired. Because I know, what's his name? Xavier McDaniel said that Charles Oakley would have games he just misses wide open layups. Like he would play hard, but he wasn't the greatest. Oh, that is true. Okay. Why not get both, baby? Why not get both, Karam? Right? Right? Get both. But Bo was a freaking stud. Um, I love both of those guys. Mobley's speed scares me, but he can shoot the ball. He's so dynamic. Nice hook shot. Amazing. Because I only have the Oakley jersey because, well, that was one of my dad's favorite Knicks. I believe his favorite was John Starks. Um, but he respected guys that played really hard. That's why he loved Oakley so much. And some people say that John Starks wasn't to blame for Game 7. It was Pat Riley for not taking him out of the game. Like, that was on coaching. Fournier could shoot the triple. He definitely can. I would actually like a guy like Fournier. Silver Child's in the house. He says Noah's the GOAT. Noah the GOAT. Thanks so much for being here. You're the GOAT, dude. Will the Knicks make the playoffs? It's a really good question. The offensive consistency is a big thing. I think we're going to at least get the play-in tournament, which is stupid. I don't like that. It takes away the competitiveness of the game. But we're top 5 defense in every category, top 10 defense in every category. It's possible, but we'll just have to see what happens. Yes, I would. I'm that high on Mobley. I do that. Like, trade the Mitch and the Dallas pick. I do that. I'm sorry. All respect to Mitch. I'm doing that in a heartbeat. I really am. I don't know about you guys. Mitchell Robinson, nice player and all. but I'm doing that. That is true. Never mind. That's a good point. But if there's like, that is true. I don't know. The game has just changed so much. Will the Mavs make the playoffs? Knicks homer in me saying no. So I want that pick. Do I think they will? Yes. I would trade Mitch for Drummond. But this thing, Drummond's going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent. And we're in this mode of like, we're going to win next season. Like, we're going all in. That's the mentality with Drummond. Dribbling. Damn point guard. Well, because they don't have a true point guard. They're calling Sexton, who can't play make. No, I'm kidding. Sexton's a beast, but he's not a great playmaker. I don't know. The Cavs have no structure, it seems like, right? Knicks need to be the 6th seed, no lower. He's going to start off because I think he's going to have to get acclimated to the system again. I don't know. That's a good question, though. Most dropbacks under pressure in Super Bowl history 29 Mahomes, 25 Jim Kelly, and 23 Brady, and he won that game. Is that against the Rams? That offensive line was atrocious. He definitely is going to bring offense. I agree with that. We need that offense, especially at the end of games. Randall can't be the only one. I don't know about good years. Solid years, maybe a couple more. Still get buckets. His defense is just atrocious. What is he, 30 years old? 29? 31? How old is he? He's 32 years old. Okay. That's so weird that he's going to be a Knick again, guys. Isn't that weird? It's crazy. It's crazy. 32, yep. It's crazy. Went from MVP to on the Knicks again. But let's take time and appreciate, or take time and feel for Derrick Rose instead of going to championship contender. But you're telling me the Clippers, they couldn't give anything up more valuable than what we gave up of Dennis Smith Jr. in a 2nd-round pick? Like, are you kidding me? I'm not sure A-Ram. He's going to be a free agent. So, like, after the season. That is Buzz Beater. That is. But yeah, welcome to the channel. Nick Hill, Dev Goyle. I'm sorry for pronouncing your name, but thanks so much for being here. But yeah, we gave up nothing. Like, you're telling me a championship contender didn't want Derrick Rose? Like, that's sad to me. That has been Bruno Caboclo. We'll never forget that. Fran Fraschilla. Yo, let's talk about this though. we know there's not like Frank fans are done or Knicks fans are done with Frank. But the Knicks, notice like how they always get the worst media coverage. There's all these other projects in the 2017 NBA draft or other raw guys. But they're the only player they bust out the freaking bust percentage. Where do you get that number from? You don't just bust out, 50% like star potential, highest in the draft, like freaking, and then the highest bust potential. Who comes up with that shit? It makes no sense, you know? That just shows the Knicks getting bullied after time after time after time. There's just no need for it. You know what I mean? And yes, I agree. Obi wasn't an NBA ready prospect. There was nothing that translated to the game. People called me crazy. I wanted Sadiq Bey at 8. He's so solid. He is so solid. Give me Kisper. Give me Kisper, Obi. I mean Buzzer. I'll call you Obi. Jared Allen? I would. Jared Allen's a freaking beast. Maybe, but they just wanted him gone, I guess. They wanted him gone. See ya. See ya. But yeah, maybe if they did wait. It's a good point. Yo, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate the subscription. You did not have to do that. I greatly appreciate it. I think you meant to say we draft. Oh, yeah. Draft projects. We need NBA ready players. They always try to swing for the fences. Hit that single. Hit that double. Just get a guy that's going to be here for such a long time. I forgot where he played the Panthers. So let's see. He played the Seahawks. Like he beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Beat the Panthers. Beat the Rams. Beat the Eagles. Beat the Falcons. And he just beat the Chiefs. Who else did he beat? Did I say the Rams? Seahawks. Did I say the Seahawks? I don't know. That's disrespectful, A-Ram. They must have no respect for Derrick Rose. First NFL team ever to defeat 3 Super Bowl MVP quarterbacks in the same postseason. Insanity. Oladipo's tricky. He's like 29, 30 years old. He's gotten inefficient. He's kind of fallen off a little bit. He's a great lockdown defensive player. You have to also think about it. If we give up a first rounder, will Oladipo be better than that first rounder? Maybe, most likely. He has injury concerns. I wouldn't mind it. Would I? I would be kind of hesitant, but I wouldn't mind it though. But obviously, I'm gonna support whoever's the Nick. I don't think so, Rich. I don't. I'm not sold on Oladipo yet. Like back from his injury. Good for Antonio Brown though, maturing himself, staying out of trouble. Won a Super Bowl. Crazy. Antonio Brown won a Super Bowl. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? He's like, suck it, Ben. Suck it, Big Ben. I won a Super Bowl. And Gronk comes back, catches 2 Super Bowl touchdowns. Insane. Insanity. Gosh, 30 minutes away from a 2-hour stream. I'm insane. Can't wait to watch the Ringer and see what they say about this. But it seems like you guys like these live streams. I might have to continue them. Yeah, I agree. If they're not 100% sold on Oladipo, don't do it. Gotta be sold. Gotta be sold, bro. I do not. Brady just won a Super Bowl. He's gonna look for another and another. He probably wants to win freaking 10 rings. It's Tom Brady. He's always motivated. I agree both of you. The All-Star game's stupid anyway, in my opinion. The Kobe thing was cool, though. Yeah, the thing that makes Jimmy Butler so special, though, is that he stepped up in the moments when it mattered most, though. Well, he was injured majority of the season, though. He was. Let's not forget that he was out due to an injury. But you can't question his leadership and how hard he plays. Who has the best mechanics in the NFL? Tom Brady. I'm getting off topic. Gronk has 14 postseason receiving touchdowns from Tom Brady. Who says that? That's stupid. He loves football, dude. And he's still in like great shape because of his diet. He's insane, guys. He's gonna be 45 and he's playing. We'll never see another Tom Brady. You could say he had Bill Belichick, but he's a winner. He steps up when it matters most. Except my Giants. Except Elijah Manning. ESPN reporter passes away. Damn, that sucks. You think they're all going to be Hall of Famers? I think Suggs is going to be. I think they could all be beast. He's so committed, bro. It's insane how committed he is. But yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap the stream up in like 10 minutes. Gotta get some sleep, you know. I do not, personally. I don't think Rose is a good enough shooter to play at the 2. I think he's too small. Personally do not. Plays horrible defense. He's stupid in my opinion. Have Payne and Rose together. Don't like it. Because the shooting would be even worse. Like, at least we would have Bullock in that lineup usually. But having D Rose who can't shoot, Alfred Payne is not a great like those guys aren't great shooters. RJ's not a great shooter. Randall, if he's off, that's bad. Mitch can't shoot. Like, do we trust Randall to carry the load offensively shooting? Yeah. Tell me about it. Been dying for a guy like Cade. We won't get him. Yo, man. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Glad you enjoyed them. I enjoy doing them. I might continue to do them. I know what you mean. I love listening to stuff when I do homework too. Sometimes it can be a distraction though. I'm sure you love doing your homework when I'm just throwing a football around. I'll put it down. That's it. What? Daniel Jones drops back. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Oh, great. And Giants lose another game. Okay. I love all those guys, Carl. I love all those guys. But yeah, guys, I actually am gonna close out the stream. I'm extremely tired. I gotta wake up at 7:50 for school tomorrow. Not online school, at least don't have to go. But I just want to thank you guys so much. A great amount of support. This channel is literally not possible without you guys. I am a Yankees fan, but I'm not a huge Yankees fan. Like I won't be like crazy ecstatic compared to like a Knicks or Giants like championship or like Super Bowl. But if you're ever gonna do a collab with someone like Sim or Knicks Fan TV, if they would want me on, because those are like really big channels, you know, like really big channels. If they would want me on, of course, that'd be awesome. Actually, Sim was on here before in the live stream. Like he joined. He's a really nice guy. I really respect his work. I respect Knicks Fan TV as well. CP. They do a great job over there. They really do. I love watching them. But yeah, like you might see me do like podcasts with like my friend MH who may not be doing YouTube. But I'm sorry if you don't see a lot of collabs because I am like an individual type of YouTuber. Like I like doing things my own way, you know what I'm saying? I would love to do that. I'm just such an individual YouTuber. Very independent person. But if you would like to hear some different insight, we'll definitely have like my friend on or something to talk next. That would be cool if you guys would like that. If you're a Yankees fan too, that's awesome, dude. Alright, Buzz Beater, have a great one. Hope you have a good one. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that, Buzz Beater. But yeah, guys, been live for 2 hours, 7 minutes. Peace out, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for being a member, by the way. Peace.